heard from head coach Dan Quinn saying, look, whatever it is, Von Miller has it in spades, really praising the new addition to the Commanders team. He's calling them those kind of qualities that, look, they just cannot be taught. And Von Miller just has them, the ability to rush a quarterback, things like this. He says Von Miller's decision to come here was a calculated one. It's one he thought about, and he wanted to be part of this winning culture that is the Commanders team, this foundation upon which the Commanders are really starting to build on. Our John Duran spoke to the future Hall of Famer today, and John, he gave his first press conference. It was really nice to see him kind of in his element. He seemed very confident and excited to be here.
Yeah, Simone, and a very entertaining guy. We're going to enjoy hearing from Von Miller throughout the season. He's entering his 15th NFL season this year, but says he feels like a rookie coming to Washington. He's meeting new teammates, meeting his new coaches, learning a new defensive playbook, but says he's up for the challenge, and Miller is confident he's going to contribute this year. Nobody in the game right now has more quarterback sacks than him, and he has no doubt there's more in the tank.
I can still roll out the bed, at 36 years old with my house shoes on and still rush the passer.
Von Miller, who played with the Bills the past 3 seasons, knew he could be picky choosing his next stop.
You just can't leave Josh Allen and go anywhere, man. You just can't go from, the AFC Championship and just, go anywhere.
So Miller chose a team that went to the NFC Championship.
This team is all about winning. I'm all about winning, and it was a good marriage.
Playing under head coach Dan Quinn, who Miller says he only met a couple months ago.
All the players that I had played with that had played for him, they just talked about him in a way that I felt like I knew him too. And all the coaches that had coached me, that had coached underneath him, they talked about him in a certain way where I felt like, he had coached me before.
Miller's new teammate, fellow future Hall of Fame linebacker Bobby Wagner, knows him better than anyone in Ashburn.
I've been knowing Bobby for a long time. We've crossed paths many times. He's stolen a lot of first-team AP votes from me a lot of the time. So
he has a really good beat on when the ball is going to be snapped. And whether you are old or young, like that is mental. That is training. That is getting off the snap for a really, really long time and at a really high level. And some of those things you just can't teach.
Dan Quinn, Bobby Wagner, and the defense weren't the only things drawing Miller here.
Of course, they got, Jaden Daniels. He's one of the, best quarterbacks in the league already. Defense is really, really good, too. So it was just, everything just added up for me to be able to come in here and do what I do.
And you notice Miller is wearing number 24 for the Commanders. He said it's a number that spoke to him in a lot of different ways when he was deciding. It's actually a number he's worn once before in a game back in college at Texas A&M after a player at his high school back in Texas who also wore 24 was paralyzed while playing football. He said it's also a number that honors his former teammate in Denver, Champ Bailey, and it's a number his favorite basketball player, Kobe Bryant, wore. Simone, it's an entertaining guy, Von Miller.
Yeah, it's got a lot of meaning. Yeah, a lot of meaning, a lot of significance. John, I know when you were in this press conference, you and I were talking about this moment where Von Miller just expressed how excited he is to be here in D.C., which, really resonates with all of us. We call the DMV home, right? And here's what he had to say about D.C.'s food scene. Take a listen.
The food is amazing. The food is definitely amazing. Right when I got here, I was just driving by stuff, and my mouth was watering. I was like, dang, what's going on? You got Korean barbecue and steak houses, and they got everything. So that might be my biggest challenge while I'm here. Is just trying to stay away from all the food. The food was good in Buffalo, but options are just a little bit different up there. Here they got a little bit of everything, and I like it.
All right, look. Welcome to D.C. Big welcome to Von Miller. We're so excited that he's here joining the Commanders. And Larry, you know what? Hey, at least he's excited to try out the flavors of D.C. He's going to have to check out U Street, check out some of the iconic Michelin restaurants that we have in the area. But look, a big warm welcome to him. And as you can see, his energy is good, his confidence is up, and he's ready to win.
No doubt. And we are excited to have him here. And we're looking forward to what will likely be a winning season for our beloved Commanders. Simone Diaba, thank you so much.